Hey guys, Spencer. I know I haven't done a video in a long time, but this is another video, so let's just get right into it. This is an update how the tank's doing. As you can see, I got a new fish right there, blue hippo tane. Moving down, we got an acro in the middle, and then we got my Pasillipora right there. It's actually growing a lot. On this tank, I haven't really done a water change in a while. I've just been dosing a lot. There's a zoom in right there. And I'll let you guys just see the coral for a little bit. Moving on, we got a bird's nest in the back, and I think it might just be a green Pasillipora. And then we got an acro over here that kind of lost its color, but it's still polyp extension. You probably can't see it now since the light's just turned on, but it's doing really good. And we got an acro up to the right that has polyp extension. Now over here we have my green Monty, and it's actually came back a lot. It did die off when I was tearing down my tank. I did a freshwater dip on the corals, and stupid of me, it died off, but it's starting to come back. And this is neon grass that's been growing all over my tank, and now it's on the sand. But I just thought this would be a cool little video. And that's my new Tamini tane. I don't know if you saw him in the last video, but he's doing good as well. Moving on, these are my Duncans, or I should say Duncan, but it started off as one head, just a small little $10 frag I bought, and it turned into 3 heads so far. It's doing really good. Now I have Recordias in the back that are starting to grow, and I have Pasillipora and some zoanthids in the back. And if you can see right here, I have an orange Recordia. Now moving on, this is my elegance coral. I just thought this would be a little cool clip right here. And it's actually grown a lot, but just moving on, there's not much to talk about it. Those are my trumpets on the bottom of the tank, kind of by the sand, and they like it there. It's not too much light. Going down, this is one of my disappointments because this is the only coral that's not doing good right now. And it's my Euphilia, or brain coral, and it's just not liking the the light, my bad. It's just not liking the light, so I moved it around. It still hasn't done anything. Now going up, this surprises me because when I was tearing down my tank to get all the flatworms out, I was taking this piece out, and I actually dropped it from my hands about 5 feet and hit the ground, and I thought it was done for. I mean, all the tentacles were everywhere. It was all over the ground, slimy, and it took a few months to get back to normal, but it's just thriving. Moving up, I have my Pasillipora coral, and this is actually starting to grow onto the rock. It fell over, and I neglected it, and you can still see some flatworms on there, and I forgot to move it back, but it's actually starting to grow pretty well right there. Now, this is one of my favorite corals in my tank, and these are my fire and ice zoanthids, and I just love the color of them, and they grow so fast, and they're not really expensive. They're super cheap, and they look amazing. And my colony of zoanthids and MPS corals are up there, as well as neon grass, which is growing everywhere. You got some more over there, different styles neon grass. And moving over, my brain coral is actually doing great. You might not notice the progress, but this coral is just awesome. It's done so much for me, for my tank. It just really stands out with the colors of the LED reflecting off of it. It's just a great piece. Moving over, I have like tree leather, and it's actually used to be brown, but it just turned neon green for some reason. And behind that, I have my sand dollar Monty, and that's also growing as well. Now, I don't know what this coral is called, but I think it's like a cactus coral. It's a type of SPS coral, kind of like a Bavona. And it's just a great piece, and it grows everywhere, and I love it. Now, moving up, this is one of my favorite pieces, definitely in the tank, is my big leather on the top. And I'll probably zoom out here. I don't know if I did or not. But if I zoom out, you can, yeah, here you go. You can see the size of this leather, and my tank's pretty big, and my blue hippo is pretty big, and it's probably triple the size as my blue hippo. And it's just growing great, and it's starting to take over my mushroom colony, which is kind of concerned, so I have to move it over. Now moving over, I have an acra right here that was doing really well, and now it's starting to die off on one of the tips, and it's starting to fade away. It's not really opening up, and I think my alkalinity might be low because I have so many corals in my tank, and I'm just trying to keep up with dosing and stuff, and I haven't been doing water changes a lot because I found that dosing your tank instead of doing water changes, in my opinion, is a lot easier, and it's a lot more effective if you dose the right stuff. Now this is my Pavona. As you can see when I zoomed in, it's been growing everywhere on the rock and everything, and I love it. It's a great coral. Moving down, I have my cup coral, which I call it. I don't remember the real name of it. I'm sorry, but it's growing great. And I also have my colony of zoanthids right here that's growing all over the rock. And I do have a little bit of ptasia, but I can always get rid of that. But you know, I'm just neglecting the tank right now, and you know, I just gotta get the stuff like that. Moving over, my most successful piece in the tank, I would say, by far, is my Monty in the SPS group, and it is just growing like crazy. I've never had real good success with tabling Monties or any Monty, and this one's just doing awesome. It's probably grown like 4 inches all around the edges since I got it, and I got it for like $20. It was a steal, and now it's a great piece. It's an eye catcher. Moving up, let me zoom in here and get the brightness all situated. There's my fish. This is my branching green acro, and this one is actually doing really good. It's encrusted all over the rock, as you can see, and it's fully on there, so it isn't going anywhere, and it's just doing great. It should be growing more, but I've dragged off of it so much. This is just a little clip of all the corals I have around in my tank, and I'll just keep you guys with that, and yeah. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I'm trying to gain more followers on this channel. I just love doing stuff like this, and I'm also going to be doing more car videos. So if you're into stuff like this that I'm doing, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy the video.
I've made up my mind over and over. Keep pressing rewind, but I'm getting older. Tried every door, don't know who I'm looking for. And I've made up my mind over and over. I can't be